So in this part, I'm using raw umber to deepen the shadows in this portrait of Zuko. I'm working pretty much equally on both sides of the face. I know he has a scar and everything, but before there was a scar, there was skin, and regardless, there will be shadows. So I felt like it would work out just fine if I just layered the red of the scar on top of the skin later on. Normally, I don't really draw guys. Like if you look at all my original work, there isn't a single guy, and for the longest time, I felt like I struggled with drawing guys the way that I want. And since it wasn't the subject matter that I could do the best, I don't end up drawing guys as part of my original work. I did draw guys in my sketchbook, but it just didn't hit the same as drawing a girl. So my final works tend to be of beautiful fantasy girls, but also as an artist, I do want to grow and hone in on my skills, so I keep practicing. But sometimes I find studying boring. As much as I do love art, but sometimes studying is boring, which is why I take fan art as an opportunity to study, because it makes studying a little less boring. One of the biggest helpers was drawing K-pop fan art. I got into NCT in 2018 and my bias back then was 10. I wanted to be able to draw him, and so I kept drawing him just because I love the guy and my goal was to try to get to look like him. So I ended up studying how to draw guys more realistically, and the more I drew him, the better I got. And so I started to want to draw the other guys like Lucas and Jaehyun, and I learned a lot in those study sessions. I not only learned more about drawing guys, but also about drawing portraits and coloring portraits with both colored pencil and watercolors. And they weren't boring study sessions because I was drawing guys that I was a fan of. Maybe one day I'll show you guys the K-pop fan art I did back in those days, but surprisingly, being a fan of K-pop groups kickstarted my increased skill and confidence in drawing guys. Now, I'm not saying I'm super about drawing and painting guys or anything, but at least now I feel like I can have a measure of pride in the paintings of guys that I do, as rare as they are. Like, I'm not as bad as I used to be, and I will celebrate the progress that I've made. And honestly, I really do think the sketch of Zuko came out really nice, even though he does look older than his age in the show and his hair is longer. I am aware of that, but like, it does look nice, so I just left it that way.